Welcome back to another episode of Maria B. As you well know, I am Maria B, the fitness doctor, and I am here to help you take back your life. Today's segment, I want to address a question that was asked to me on Facebook. I want to give a shout out to Felicia Hartnett because she's the one that sent me this question. But I believe that it's a very valid question that many of us contemplate over, and we wonder whether or not the information that we're receiving is right or wrong. We get so much information, we are overwhelmed with it constantly, from the internet to other people feeling as if they are experts in different fields, to just reading things in different magazines, and you get mixed views about what you should do, what works, what doesn't work. The question asked to me by Felicia was whether or not it's really true that the only way for one to lose weight is by having 5 to 6 meals, per day. And the answer to that question is no. That's not the only way to lose weight. So if anyone comes to you and tells you that the only way that things are going to happen for you is by you trying to figure out how you're going to scarf down 6 meals out of the day, you're going to be confused, and you're going to be upset, and you're going to be a little bit distraught because you're thinking, how the hell am I going to get all that food in, and that's not even my lifestyle. So what I'm going to do real quickly is I'm going to break down a couple of different examples for those of you who have different types of eating habits. There are some people who really don't like to eat. Really just, I don't want to be overwhelmed with all of that food. And the minute that I start thinking about having to eat all of that stuff, I start breaking down. And so it's never going to happen. Then you have those who love to eat. But you got to make sure that whatever it is that you have is the right things, because you love to eat, and you're always thinking about what you're going to eat next, even while you're eating. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you keep it in perspective. And then you have those people who just tell me what it is that I'm supposed to do and what's going to help me, and I'll go and do it. All right, so for the first group of people who just don't want to eat, there is an opportunity for you. You can eat 1 meal a day and still lose weight, as long as you find the line that in the sand that gives your body the ability to function properly and to have enough energy in order to continue to burn calories. The key is burning calories. If you begin burning up things that you aren't consuming, that does not give you the fuel, your body is not going to work. Now, there is a diet out there. I don't know the name because basically there's so many different ways that you can do different things that we're not going to give this a name. This is a lifestyle, right? So we're not even going to name it. One lifestyle change that you can make or you can adjust to is by eating 1 meal out of the day. And the way you do that is all throughout the day you may be grazing on different things, small things. The first thing that you have is you want to have like your fruits in the morning. That's nothing complicated, right? You can do fruit. Whatever fruit you choose, but make sure it's the fibrous type fruit that you have. And as my rule of thumb, don't mix it up with all types of different things. Just have your fruit in the morning and then you'll be done. All right? When it's time for lunch, that's the time that you actually have your main course meal. So you could have, your chicken or your fish, whatever your source of protein is going to be, you want to make sure that you consume it at that particular time. Now, typically my rule is don't mix protein with carbohydrates. If you haven't seen the video where I talked about food combined, go back and take a look at it. But for those of you who are doing the 1 meal a day type diet, then what you do is you actually consume your largest meal during that particular time of the day. After you consume that 1 large meal, then you're grazing on a little bit of food kind of throughout the day. So you have your vegetables more, then you can have your nuts. You don't have to eat any more. And I guarantee you that your body will probably still respond to it as long as you're taking in the right foods. Water, fruits, vegetables, 1 meal. Okay, real quick, let's jump to the person who is that I love to eat, I'm going to eat all day. You are the people who need to eat the small meals, 5, 6 times out of the day, but they have to be small. You're not supposed to eat a huge plate and then be ready to eat again 2 hours and say, Maria B said I can eat 2 hours later. No, you eat a very small portion meal, just a kind of little hand size, not larger than your hand. And some of you have large hands, which means that you have a larger body and you need to eat a little bit more. But don't go beyond that. Have a small meal in the morning, still do the fruit, have your meal, then you could have another meal 2.5, 3 hours later. But you must be very careful about properly combining your foods. Okay? Now, for the last person who says, just tell me whatever it is that I need to do, you need to figure out what it is that you choose to do and what you can maintain. And whatever it is that you can maintain, you follow that. There's no right or wrong way to losing weight. It's all about creating a plan and sticking with it. If you need help to find out what that plan is for you, find me on Facebook at Maria B or Maria Barnes, or go to my website and you'll be able to look me up at www.mariab.com. You do not have to have 6 small meals in order to lose weight. That is a myth, and I just wanted to make sure that I take a moment to clear that up for you guys. I am Maria B, the fitness doctor, and I am here to help you take back your life. I'll see you next time. If you have another question, send it to me, and I'll be sure to clear things up for you. See ya!